Camera inspection of sewer line. Inserted the camera through fresh air vent, which is beside the wall by the front porch, like kind of next to the cement steps are going down to the basement door. Gone in, out to the end. This is the main, looking into the main sewer here from the residence sewer. And we're going to pull back to the trap. Have terracotta pipe, a lot of terracotta. The break in the pipe, well, yeah, there's a break radiating out of the pipe joint. You can kind of see at the top of the screen below the timestamp radiating out of the pipe joint going downstream. There's a small PVC spot repair here that's offset. You can see how it's dropped in the line. You can see bad connection there where the connection is broken. Separated pipe joint there with a low spot in it. See the water sitting on the bottom there. A pipe starting to sink down into the ground. Sorry, it's raining. I keep trying to wipe off my screen. Looks like a little bit of damage there on the right side of the pipe joint downstream, maybe infiltration or a little piece of terracotta missing. Crack running down the top of the pipe. You can see it visible at the top. Broken, fractured section of pipe here. You have broken pipe here. Root intrusion from the pipe joint has broken the pipe. Downstream, you can see the fractures radiating out. That might be a hairline crack on the top. That could just also be hair pasted up against the top. Those could be minor roots crawling back or something marking it. A little chunk of terracotta missing on the left-hand side there towards the bottom of the screen in the distance. Possible crack, top of the screen. You can see that like white line just below the top of the screen right now. A little dirty. It could be a crack. It could be nothing. Separated pipe joint there. Looks like probably a crack radiating back out of the pipe joint. You can see a top left corner of the screen coming back out of the pipe joint. It's going to follow back for about a foot or so. Bit of an offset to that pipe joint separation. Yeah, another broken section of pipe there. You can see it coming out of the pipe joint, going downstream, fracture running down, out from like just above the right corner of the screen and then going down to the bottom of the screen. Looks like a little bit of root intrusion on the left side there. Separated pipe joint there. Root intrusion at this pipe joint. Possible damage coming down from the left side. Hard to tell though because of the roots being there. Possible damage behind those. Looks like another fracture. Left side of the pipe running from like just bottom to the middle of the screen, going downstream. And you can see the breaks in the pipe, particularly at the bottom of the pipe, below the roots, going downstream of the pipe joint, and then radiating down. Root intrusion at this joint, and looks like probably a crack at the bottom, coming from like just to the side of the distance from the bottom, and then going over to the like flow line. Might go all the way over to the other side. Again, with the roots and the mess, little hard to tell. Might be root intrusion at that joint. More roots in that pipe joint. Bit of a separation. I believe this was just recently cleaned as well. And got roots at that joint. Looks like probably a crack running down the left side. Root intrusion again. Bit of a separated joint. Root intrusion, separated joint, and it's sinking. See the water pooling at the bottom there. Separated joint there. Another separated joint there. Nothing. A low spot in the pipe here, getting back close to the trap now. Another low spot there. Here, we're about to come back into the house trap. You can see water sitting in the trap here from that terracotta joint sinking right after the trap. And then I'll clean the lens off now that I'm pulled out of the trap and get you a look at the trap, which is sunken as well, probably from that pipe joint sinking. On the other side is pulled the trap down, allowing the belly. Trap. See the water goes back into the T coming from the house. And then we'll get a look inside and back. Yeah, this joint kind of separated as well. That's probably part of it sinking too. Roots here. Broken pipe there. You can see going back, hard to tell because of the roots, but starting on the left side of the screen and most likely on the right side of the screen. Oh, that's really hard to tell because of the roots. But you can see it radiating back, but then you can see it cut across the top there and then down to the right side where the roots are, making me think it's probably over there as well. This thing. And back here it's pretty compacted. flush line there. That's probably coming from the laundry and toilet inside. I'd have to find out what that back line is. Maybe an active line or not. House trap is right here. Basically underneath this wall here by the gas meter. And then the walkway going out to the yard. Going underneath all that. That's end of inspection.